So what does a recruiter do, or what does a recruiter really do? I'm making this video because I get a lot of questions about what a recruiter does and why they do the things that they do. You know what I mean? Ghosting, not returning your phone call, or disappearing for a long time. Hi, my name's Carolyn Brown and I'm a career coach and the founder of the Straight to Shortlist Challenge. Now in the Straight to Shortlist Challenge, I tell you how to get straight to shortlist. In a former life, I was a recruiter with 2 recruitment agencies and a large corporate. So I really do know what a recruiter does and what's going on behind the scenes. If you don't know what a recruiter does and how they may or may not work for you, you can waste a whole lot of time on the wrong job search strategy and a strategy that's not right for you. You can end up frustrated and giving up on your job search, and that would be a real pity because the world really does need talented people like you. Now make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you some of the biggest mistakes that people make when they try and work with recruiters. And I'm also going to give you a free roadmap that comes straight from my Straight to Shortlist Challenge to help you find a great job a whole lot faster. And while you're watching this video, please do share in the comments below what frustrates you about recruiters, because I'd really love to make a couple of videos that will really help you. Now, before I jump into this, it's really important that you know that there are 2 types of recruiters. There's an agency recruiter. So that's an organization that's external to an employer, but they're paid a fee to find people for that employer. And then there are internal recruiters who are recruiters that work inside an organization. Both of them essentially do the same thing, but internal recruiters are on the company's payroll, whereas agency recruiters are paid a fee based on success. Now, the first thing to know about what a recruiter does, whether they're external recruiters, agency recruiters, or internal recruiters, is that they work for the company, not you. They're following the company's brief, not your brief. So if you don't meet that current or even future brief, it's unlikely that the recruiter will be interested in you. So it'll be hard to get the recruiter to return your call. It will be hard to get the recruiter to respond to your connection request on LinkedIn or even to the message that you send them. The second thing to know about recruiters is that they blow hot and cold. By this I mean 1 minute you'll hear from them and hear from them a lot, and the next minute you'll barely hear from them at all. You'll end up feeling very neglected or even ghosted. And like a bad romance, you'll end up spending a lot of time wondering why. So what's happening is this: because recruiters get so busy and because agency recruiters are paid when they actually find somebody, their focus is on the person that they're chasing, the person or the people who are most in the running for a role. If the recruiter's client goes cold, if somebody else appears in the mix or they're just not interested, it's likely that the recruiter will go cold on you as well. The third thing to know about recruiters is that a big focus of theirs is getting you through the recruitment process if you're a good match. They can help you structure your resume for a company so that they can shortlist and present you. They can brief you about the job, the organisation, and the company culture. They can help you prepare for that company's interview. They can negotiate a better salary for you. They can handle any concerns that you have about the company's culture, or the job itself. So now that you know what a recruiter really does, what are some of the biggest mistakes that you can make if you're working with or thinking about working with recruiters? The first mistake that you can make is not recognizing the recruiter's limitations. They work to a brief, and within that brief, they're eliminating people from the process, not generally finding ways to make you fit. That's because recruiters narrowing down the pool of candidates and not seeing too many people makes everybody's life easier all round. Number 2 mistake that I see people make in working with recruiters or thinking about working with recruiters is assuming that they know more than they do. So that mistake is you thinking that recruiters can give you career advice or any other advice that's not related to what the company does or what the job is that they're recruiting for. Number 3 mistake that I see people make is thinking that recruiters hold the key to all the jobs in the market. If this is you, the thing to know is this: many people say that 80% of jobs are actually not advertised. That is, that people find them in ways other than going through recruiters. Now, I've actually never been able to find that research that backs up that statistic. But I do know this: employers trust people who are recommended or referred to them far more so than they trust a resume that's coming through online, or far more so than they trust candidates that are referred by recruiters. So now that you understand what recruiters can and can't do, you may well be asking, how do you avoid the pain of going through the recruitment process if you want to find a great job? And for this, I have that special free offer that I mentioned earlier. I have a 5-step process that comes straight from my Straight to Shortlist challenge that will help you get recommended or referred to a job without going through the pain of applying for a job online and dealing with recruiters. It's a process that many of my clients have used on the Straight to Shortlist challenge to get jobs that they would never have been considered for if they just relied on applying online. So download my free 5-step roadmap to help get you straight to shortlist. I've put the link in the description below. So I do hope you found this video insanely useful. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.